He's got a little bit of work cut out for him, guys. Give it up for him. In the bottom left-hand corner, a green Terran player representing Karont3 Esports from Spain. He is Lucifron. And Lucifron is going to be facing off against his opponent in the top right, hailing from Korea, a part of the team Incredible Miracle, the Protoss player Seed. He's been playing oh so well this game. Oh so well indeed. And if I can actually get a little more game volume in my ears, it's the energy, man. Guys, StarCraft, one of the cool things about StarCraft is the amount of like excitement that you can get in a game. I think I've actually talked with a lot of people about this, about what's the responsibility of a caster to bring to the game of StarCraft. When you're sitting watching a game with a bunch of other people, I realized this back in Pennsylvania, where I'm from. If you guys have been with me that long, from the small little town called Doylestown. I don't know if any of you guys out there know Doylestown. If you do, what's up? Give a little shout out. But, I used to watch some StarCraft GSL. I'd watch it with my buddy Aaron. And he'd come over and I had it like mounted up on my TV. And we'd watch StarCraft, and it was really cool, the hype and the excitement that you'd get into a game. I mean, he just loved Marine King. I watched Marine King do like crazy, crazy stuff. And it was his favorite player. And we'd watch StarCraft, and you feed off each other is really what I'm getting at here. You feed off the excitement of other people that you're watching StarCraft with. But when you're watching it all by yourself, if you don't have a commentator, I mean, you kind of just, and there's no game volume, it's kind of interesting how there's not as much excitement that comes from it. I always notice that. It's kind of like a movie with no sound. If you're watching this sick, awesome, ridiculous action movie, so many people are going to hate me right now, but like Live Free or Die Hard, like I just loved that movie because it's like a techie nerd, badass nerd movie. And, but if you muted the game volume on that, or something like Blade, like, are you kidding me? Like, that brings so much to the movie. And there's a certain element of esports that actually does have a cinematic, a theatric, a presentation to it. It requires those elements. The same thing that you get in NFL. If you can hear the players smashing into each other, and you've got the sound effects on the field. And so, as a commentator, we want to bring the excitement, bring the pump, bring the game. And that's actually turning me up in my ears, just so you know. Hear myself. But regardless, guys, it's really, really exciting being able to bring StarCraft and the excitement involved with it, and try to echo it to you guys and get you guys pumped up as well. So I hope you're doing a good job of that, and thanks for your love and watching today. So Lucifron, man, he's got it really cut out for him. He's down to 0-2 right now for his team. He needs to secure some wins here, because here's the thing. They can't go 1-1 and 1 and 1 and 1. They can't go back and forth at this point. Karont3 needs to have some players take at least a win or two. More than just a win or two from the IM team. So Lucifron, his responsibility to come out here right now is to kill Seed and, one more follow-up player. If he can do that, then he's done his work. If he just kills Seed and has to, hand it off to the rest of their roster, it's going to be a tough road. Definitely a lot of great players left on here, but Lucifron is one of their best. So we'll have to see if he has what it takes in order to take down Seed right now and kill some more IM players as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the openings so far have been Seed going for somewhat of an Axlav style of build. He got his Nexus, Forge follow-up, Cannon at the front, only one, and now he's got Gateway and Warp Gate on the way as well. So a very, very nice greedy play here out of Seed. Lucifron, on the other hand, he's got his barracks fully functioning. He has worked his way already to Starport at just the 550 mark. This is a very, very quick Starport here from Lucifron. So we'll see what he can get done with this. Ultimately, what it's going to translate to, we'll see if he starts a reactor here in a moment. He definitely could. And no, he's actually going to start a tech lab. So this is going to be a Hellion Banshee opening from Lucifron, in fact. Very harassment-oriented, really trying to capitalize here on the greed that Seed's going to be playing with. And this actually works very, very well, because Seed opened with a cannon in the front of his main base. Cannons do a fantastic job holding off bioforces, but if we do see a situation where those Hellions, they've got that movement speed, so they can actually get by the cannon with, I think, any of the Hellions dying. It's possible. It's different on every map. So in this situation, one Hellion might go down, but you're not going to lose any more than a single Hellion. So you run those by, you get 3 Hellions into the back of this main base. Meanwhile, your Banshee attacks from the top. It could be pretty difficult. He's even going to be researching Cloak. Seed has not gone for a Robo here quite yet. He's actually He's going for 5 gateways. This is, he's going to have a total of 6 now. He cancels one at the last moment, in fact, so it is only going to be 5 gateways. Warp Gate is near complete. This is going to be very, very pressure-oriented build. We need more bunkers here out of Lucifron. There is an SCV coming forward. Is it for a bunker? No, it's not. If he drops a third base behind this, Lucifron could definitely find himself quickly annihilated here off the face of this map. Gateways going down in the front and a force field as well, preventing those aliens from getting into the natural expansion. Gateways are being turned into warp gates at this moment. Some of them already are. Forge has +1 armor almost completed. And a third base is going to be going down for Lucifron. Interestingly, though, it is up here towards the top, which is, well, maybe going to be a factor, but this is going to be very difficult for Lucifron to hold off. But actually, no pylon on the other side of the map right now for Seed. So there isn't really going to be any pressure here because, well, there's no probe out on the map to even build a pylon, which ultimately could just kill Lucifron if, you know, there was a probe hidden up here or hidden over in this corner, and he managed to construct a pylon and start warping in, you know, sentries and stalkers. But as it stands, Lucifron is going to be getting in some damage potentially with this Banshee. There is a robo that just completed, an observer being made right now, and that's going to have to make its way into the natural or main base. There it goes. He just changed the rally point of it. As the Banshee comes in, cloaking, probes are going to be pulled off the mineral line. One probe goes down. And now the observer is on the field, be making its way up to the top. We'll see if Lucifron is going to, in fact, lose the Banshee here. The Stalkers are doing a great job getting damage in. Seed is doing a great job following the Banshee. It's very low, but no, it will survive with just 20 hit points. The Hellions still sitting outside the natural expansion, 6 of them, in fact. And no matter what you've got in terms of gateway, which Seed, he's now up to, oh my goodness, look at this gateway count. He's got 7 gateways on the field right now. So he definitely wants to be attacking. You've heard it a million times, guys. 7 gateway all in, you know, that's what you do. He's got 7 gateways with a Twilight Council, with a Robo, and a Templar Archives going down. Seed definitely wants to pressure right now with all these gateways. Ultimately, he may be forced to expand, however, because he's going to have these gateways for so long that the 7 gate is going to be ineffective. 7 gate is valuable because of its timing, because of when you attack with it. He was kind of forced to drop these gateways at the front because of the Hellions. And so now with all these gateways, he really is actually going to kind of want to go for an expand build, even though he's got all these, because he can't even move out. If he tries to move out with his probes and, you know, go build a pylon, the Hellions will kill him. If he brings down all his units, that means that he's committed his money into producing units, and it's going to make it more difficult for him to drop this third. Also, when he moves out with the units, that's going to clue Lucifron in that 7 gate is actually going to still be an all-in. So he'll just throw down a billion bunkers. He'll fall back with his Hellion, try to snipe the probe, of course. If he snipes the probe, it's going to slow it down even more for Seed. So this is a horrible, horrible, horrible spot for Seed to be sitting in. I mean, if you could imagine being in a movie theater, you're sitting behind 2 guys who are 6'9", and you're like a little 5'7" kind of person, you know, not large in stature, kind of like me sitting behind 2 6'8" people, but just a little bit worse. That's basically where Seed's at right now. I mean, he doesn't have any good options. He wants to expand, but he can't even send a probe out by itself. So this is just an extremely bad spot for Seed to be in. He's going to be rushing towards Storm. Second Forge going down his way. He's going to try to use upgrades to give him an advantage. A couple cannons going down in his mineral line. He's got 1 at the natural and probably 1 in his main base as well. There it is. And he's just going to throw down more gateways, man. He's going to go for the biggest 2-base all-in you have ever seen. There was an adjective that belongs in front of that I'm not going to say, but it belongs there. This is going to be so many units out of Seed, and Lucifron, I am sure, is reminding himself right now, because I can't even tell you the you know what, he's going for a third base, but this is so difficult to do at this stage. Basically, I mean, he has dropped his third. All right, let's take a look at it. It's 71 workers to 59. The economy right now for Lucifron is just barreling ahead. Tons of force fields go down to actually kill off those Hellions, which is really, really nice. For Seed, you know, he manages to kill those pretty cost efficiently. He doesn't really lose anything. Banshee, if he gets his Banshee too, that'll be very nice for him. But here's the thing, guys. Lucifron right now, he's got, let's pull up the army supply, 78 to 78. And Lucifron's just bringing in oodles and noodles of money. He's basically the guy on the Monopoly board right now. Is that Mr. Moneybags? Is that his name? It's the tackiest name ever. Why would you... Mr. Moneybags. Ugh. It's like, it's like you're trying to show off that you can be alliterative, I guess. The Cloak Banshee. I'm sorry to any, like, huge Monopoly fans out there right now. I just... it's a silly name, man. Banshee's coming in right now, and he's going to force these probes to, well, they're actually hanging out Heading back to that natural anyways, because his Nexus isn't done. There we go, finishing up. There are some High Templar here, but they actually can't feedback a unit that they can't see. And that Banshee's just going to continue meandering around in circles, see if he can pick up another probe or two. Warp Prism's on the field. Maybe Seed will be able to battle his way back into this game via some harass. But he's got 2-2 completed. Lucifron, that is. He's about to finish +1 ship weapons, which is actually going to do him virtually no good whatsoever. There's the feedback on the Banshee. Can no longer be cloaked as it has run out of energy. And this is going to spell Lucifron moving out on the map. He's got 2-2. His opponent, Seed, currently sitting at 2-1. Only one upgrade behind, which is pretty impressive here. We'll see if he can get some damage in. But Seed is down in supply right now pretty substantially. He's down 5 workers, 15, 20 supply and army. And Lucifron is also up in upgrades. He's in fact, he's got ghosts on the field as well. He's prepared for a Colossus transition. Lots of cannons actually going down for a Seed. And from here as Lucifron, I don't think you attack. Seed, this is kind of like a Zerg player who has built spore crawlers everywhere to prevent a Terran from dropping on them. There's no reason to drop on them. In this situation, Lucifron is up against a player who has built a ton of cannons. You know, why push on them? Just take a lot of extra bases. We've got a harass right now over at the 3rd base. Lucifron is pulled his SCVs. He's going to be trying to deal with these units, simultaneously pushing up to these cannons. Storm is complete, though. Remember that. And Lucifron, oh, nice snipe there, actually, on that very high energy Ghost. EMP's only hit a couple of Zealots there. Ghost coming forward. Oh, huge Storm on Lucifron's units. And lots of supply dipping there. But Seed is down now by 30 supply against Lucifron. The cannons have all fallen. And it looks like I spoke a little bit too soon, guys. Though the Storms on the natural expansion of Lucifron just killed so many workers. 17 workers going down there for Lucifron. A lot very low on hit points as well. And that was some severe economic damage. Lucifron now with a 10 worker supply deficit over his opponent. Under his opponent, I should say, Seed. And that was some serious damage. Lucifron, you cannot hold back now. I know you feel scared. I know you feel frightened. You just want to go couple in your little hole like a fox. But no, you need to strike like a snake and go finish Seed off because you've got him very, very damaged. Army supply still a 20 advantage right now. He does need to avoid the Storm Salver as well. Nice EMP on all of these Zealots. Watch for the Storm though, Lucifron, as it goes down on his unit. Seed doing everything he can to battle off being dead right now, because if he can survive, actually, he could be in a great position because those Storm drops did some serious damage to Lucifron's economy. Ghost getting picked off on the left-hand side right now, but Lucifron is barreling down on these forces, picking off Archons, getting in some very nice damage. Storm gonna kill off only a single Ghost there, actually. Gets in a lot of damage, though, on the other Ghosts as well. Lucifron is barreling his way up the ramp, trying to secure the win. 50 supply advantage right now. His army supply is 60 ahead, and that might be it, guys. I don't know if Seed can hold this off. He just doesn't have enough units. His economy's huge. He's pumping out more units than Lucifron, but Lucifron is just steamrolling his way to the only way that he will actually be able to secure a victory right now is if he secures it at this moment. He is out of energy on his medevacs, though. We could see his unit rapidly die off, but in fact he's just going to drop some mules. He's confident he's got this. Seed's got next to nothing left, no base to fall back on or anything like that. Lucifron doing a great job of making sure that that didn't happen, because, you know, he could kill this Nexus. I mean, I've won a lot of games this way. You lose, you sack the base, but you kill, you build a reserve base, and, you know, you just transfer your workers. But actually a lot of workers killed off there. Now Seed is behind in economy. He's way behind in army. 50 supply disadvantage right now. And Lucifron is getting ready to push in for the kill. 50 supply advantage. EMP's going down on a couple of the Templar here. Nice Storm. Going to get a lot of damage. Nice second Storm, in fact, as well. But Seed's going to need more than 2 mediocre Storms to meander his way back into this game. And Lucifron pushing up the right now. A lot of very injured units here, actually. But there's so much DPS. That Storm actually getting in some massive damage. A Colossus is going to arrive, should be able to quickly be sniped. Probes being pulled off the line, just 2 bases. And you know what? Here's why we need to actually, I mean, take a look right now. Lucifron has this base fully mining, has this base fully mining as well as natural, still quite healthy, and some mining at his main. And this is the mining that's left for Seed, folks. He's just not bringing in any money right now. 500 minerals to 1,500 a minute. He's down 300 as well in gas. And Lucifron is just waiting to close out this, bring his first win to Karont3 Esports. And I am Seed. He's falling back once again. Mules just dropping, man. He's got this game under the belt. He knows it. So, guys, we're giving away $10,000 worth of stuff. And Lucifron is going to be trying to secure some prize money here. Getting things tied up. In a nice little knot. Can't really say tied up in the series because it'll be 1-2, but there it is. 1-2 now as Karont3 Esports is going to get a win over IMC at the hands of Lucifron. And a really, really nicely played game there out of Lucifron. Forcing a lot of gateways. The biggest thing there was the contain. He took that fast third. I was actually really afraid for him because there were 7 gateways on the field. But Seed did a fantastic job, you know, with really pumping out the units, but then he wasn't able to actually get a probe out to force an attack, and he kind of just took an obscenely late third base, set him behind really, really far, and he wasn't able to take that game. Congratulations to Lucifron. He's going to be now able to face off against whoever IM brings out next. I'll actually let you know who that is. It is IM Random. He's going to be playing Zerg. Abyssal City is going to be the map. Guys, we're going to cut to a quick 2-minute commercial break and jump on over to that link that you see being posted by IGNProLeague because we're giving away $10,000 worth of online content, online codes, stuff, free. I don't even know what we're giving away, but they do. Check it out. It's all in the rules, all link in that link, and you can score yourself some free gear. Dice is coming up Thursday. We'll talk more about that when we get back from this break. 2 minutes. I'll see you guys on the other side.